Good morning, good morning. If you have oils, you can go to the forehead center, the crown of the head, the base of the skull, and the base of your spine. All the ways in which the central channel of energy rises up to meet our head, our thoughts. Today is an auspicious day in the kundalini world that we have the second full moon of August. So when we have two full moons in a month, it's called a blue moon. So we have a full blue moon at 8:01 a.m. EST right about this second. Right now the moon is in Aquarius, if you're into such things. And that it's a time to be visionary. And this space of this energy here in the mind is the home of what is visionary. This is the way in which we see. And what we come to learn is that the skill of the imagination is what allows us to see differently. That we can have clairvoyance, that we can see beyond space and time, we can see into the unknown, that we can have simple clarity of thought as we make a decision, as we consider what surrounds us. And that we can have basic function of thought, so that when we arrive in a place of turmoil, we have access to the dexterity of our imagination to see for ourselves what we have not yet seen, which is the imagination. Can you see in that cloud there's a crocodile? It's the ability of the mind to look out. I can see. It's not a crocodile, it's a crayon, right? No, but I see actually it's a mixing bowl, right? I see something different than what you see, but if you talk to me and I'm like, you're right, that's a crocodile. Today looks unfathomably difficult. Can you see that? Can you see how impossible today is? That could be the experience of getting in your car and turning on the news and being told over and over how things are going wrong. And it's up to us to reimagine, to use the dexterity of our mind, not only to go in one direction, but to stop and go in another direction. And so as we practice, we have a dexterity of the body. We open and close, we fold and unfold, so that when we ask it of ourselves, we're more and more capable. And we're not just moving here and living in this little limitation of our spine, but we're having this flexibility and the light that can move through that, so that we're not having a life that's defined by someone else that's saying, look down. I want you to look down today. Be sure that you look down. Because we have the opportunity to imagine what it would be like to get up every day and look up. But we have to practice. So everything about our practice is moving our physical body so that we have the capability to sit upright and choose, will I look down or will I look up? Can I imagine that that's a crocodile when everything I know, it's not. It's not that, and I am sure of it, and yet I have an imagination that allows me to change my mind, to see something different, and to share it. This is our practice this morning, to be visionaries, to be contagious in what we think we can imagine in the elevation of the future. Palms together, heart high. Ajna mo, I bow to everything outside of me, guiding me, healing me, holding me. Gurudev Namo, I bow to everything inside of me. They are the same, outside and in. We are one. 3 times, inhale. Ang Namo Gurudev Namo. Ang Namo Gurudev Namo. Ang Namo Gurudev Namo. Roll your shoulders, roll your wrists, unfold your blanket one time so that you have a rectangle with the fold towards you at the front of your mat. Your playlist is 6 Ajna, and it begins at Lunar Rainbow. And if you had told me 20 years ago that I would sit here and tell you to play Lunar Rainbow so that we could activate Ajna, I wouldn't have believed it. Here we go. How fantastic. Coming to your belly, the center of your forehead will come to rest on the mat. On the blanket. And the arms go out long, so it's a full prostration. You're coming to lie down, all the way down, tops of the feet down, hips wag, legs long, body soft, and the forehead center is resting on the blanket. And it's right there that you can start to deepen your breathing. Imagining the spaces between the ribs of your back. And the inhalation spreads wide those spaces between the ribs of your back. And in your imagination, see how the ribs join with the vertebrae, the bones of your spine. And as you deepen and spread the ribs, you're spreading the spaces between the bones of your chest spine, your thoracic spine. You're getting a little longer, a little taller. Walk your hands back. Press down beside yourself. If you need to, putting the blanket beneath your knees and your shins. And from there, fold into child. And rise. And lift into dog. Hands, knees to child. Hands, knees to dog, your pace. Exploring that space of your upper back, the strength of your hands. Pause in your dog. Let your hips move side to side. Let your knees bend as they need to. Let your heels float. Wrap the base of your thumbs into the floor. Your upper arms wrap back, opening your armpits. To hands and knees. And pause. So notice if you were to look forward, how the navel drops and there's an arch to your back. Press the base of your thumbs down, roll the navel into the spine, keep that. Press your right heel straight back, keep your navel to spine, left hand forward, and then elbow to knee, they meet under your belly. Inhale out, exhale in. Keep drawing your navel up into the spine, even as you reach your heel back. Just for 2. Just for 1. Good. Putting the block underneath your left hand. Pivot your left foot wide and your right foot flat. And your right hand overhead. Yes. Bring your right knee to your right elbow. Tuck your chin. Hips go back. Bring your hips forward as you open out. So we're folding in and unfolding. Take your time. Imagining the way in which now the side ribs are opening. The side of your waist, your hips. 1 more. Keeping your right foot to the floor. Pivot your left foot a little closer to your left hand. Bring your hips forward. Find the back bend here. Open the fronts of your ribs. Softening through the throat, the jaw, the face. And as you come down, hands and knees, put the block to the right. Press the base of your thumbs into the floor, open your elbows, left heel back, navel to spine, right hand out, and elbow in. Inhale, open, exhale, close. For 3, 2, and 1. The block underneath your right hand. Your right toes pivot out. Your left foot flat. Left hand comes over. And then left knee to left elbow, closing. Foot to the floor, hand over head, opening. And just taking your time to fold and unfold. Foot to the floor. Pivot your right foot closer to your hand. Find the back bend. And left hand down. Set your block aside. And down dog. Walk your dog, wag your tail. And walk your feet to your hands, sitting down on the blanket. Hands back, heels wide, knees in and out as you wash through the hips. So the gesture you made when you were taking your elbow to your knee of sending your hips to fold them back and then press your hip forward. 2. Good. Put your left leg straight flat to the floor. Left hand to hold your right outer heel and press into that heel, extending as you can. Bend your knees, square your chest to the front, and as you press out, turning your chest to the side. And you simply find the breath and begin to sit a little bit taller as you press into your feet. Let yourself lean your chest towards the front and counterbalance with your right hand back. So each press here is turning your navel to the right, moving you through your spine, opening your wingspan. Press into the heel, sit tall, just turn the chin. So leaning towards the front of the mat will bring your spine upright. To release, put your right foot down and bend your left knee. So the heel opposite that, right leg out. So your navel is turned to the right from that hold. Keep that turn as you reach your left hand long to fold. Inhale as you lift up, and exhale as you fold. The Janushirshasana, the seated posture, requires our navel to turn to the right to bring the heart over the knee and to stay. The left hand reaching out, the left hip reaching back. So reach your left hand further forward than your right. You'll sit up and lie all the way back. Left hand on the left thigh, roll it open. Right hand on the right thigh, on the right ribs, and then right hand overhead. So that you are in tree pose. Standing in both feet, allowing the left knee to open wider, the right ribs to open wider. Rolling up, heels wide and side to side. Right leg will go straight. Right hand will hold the outer foot, pressing the left leg long, turning to the back. So start, and where you start is deep in the seat. And when you start, you may not be able to turn much through the spine. And that's where the repetition is so helpful. So that you can start to turn through the ribs, reach into your heels, and the counterbalance lets you take your left hand back. And you get taller. Press into the back of your left hand behind you, into the left heel in front, and turn your chin. Good. Left foot to the floor, bring your right heel in. So now my navel is turned to the left, and when I start to fold, my heart is square with my knee. So lift halfway, lengthen through the spine, finding your breath. To walk the right hand further ahead than the left, to reach the right hip back and down. Rise up, right hand to the right thigh, unfold, all the way back. Your right hand helping to guide the right knee wide. Left hand overhead, flex the left toes back like you're standing in your foot. Imagine you're breathing, opening the left side lung, widening your pelvis, lengthening your arm. And then bring both knees to your chest. Roll your way up and over to get your strap and come to stand. Under the cat. Your strap is long enough that you can go up and over. You can bend your knees. If you don't have a strap, you can also do alternate backwards arm circles like you were doing the backstroke in the pool. And the hands up high, going left, going across center. Go to the right, and then up, over. Feel the anchor of your feet. Let your knees and hips be soft and move your upper body right from your feet. Reverse your direction. Sweep to the left. Rise up. Rise over the chest, the throat, the back, the arms. All those good circles we did in our asana yesterday. Find that opening from the heart to the shoulders to the head. And then hands up high. Down the back. Pause. Drawing your hands apart, lifting them high. Stay 3. Stay 2. Good. And let it go. Just be still. Notice the throat, the head, the face. Step to the top of the mat. Hands up. Palms together. Drop your thumbs down your back, wrap your elbows in, tuck your chin and get a little taller. This will be exhale. Letting go, hands up, look up. This will be inhale. Bend your knees, fold down, take your left foot back. Put your left knee down to the floor. Hands up high. Forward and back, just let it happen at first. Palms together, thumbs down the back, tuck your chin, elbows in, and let go. Look up to fold. Down dog. Left foot steps up, right knee comes down. Hands up high. Down. Inhale. Down. Palms together at the top, thumbs down the back, elbows in, chin in, and let go. Hands down, stepping up. Hands wide, sit down, thumbs up, heart up, stand up. Thumbs down the back, elbows in. Release and reach. To fold. Right foot, right knee. Hands up. Down the back. And up and open. And fold. Down dog. Right foot, left knee. Down the back. To rise. And to fold. Step up. Hands wide, sit down, stand tall. Palms together, down the back. And release. Widening your arms, bring your right knee to your chest, interlace your fingers over the shin, stand tall. Set your gaze on one point and imagine your own steadiness. Left hand high. A little longer. Hand down, heel down, changing. Weight to the right foot, lift into the left knee. Gaze on one point. Imagine you're steady. Right hand. Sink into your right heel, open through the right chest. Hand down, heel down. Right hand to right foot. Left hand to left hip. Hips come forward, knee goes down. Left hand high. Hands down, heel down. Weight to the right. Left hand, left foot. Right hip. And right hand. Setting down. Weight to your left foot. Heel to your ankle, your calf, or your inner thigh. See if you can keep your gaze on that one point, even as you set it up. Right hand, right thigh. Left hand, left ribs, roll it open. And left hand high. No hurry. Hands down, heels down. Hold your gaze on that point. Hold your gaze on the point. Left heel, left ankle, left calf, left thigh. Hold your gaze. Roll it open. Hand down, heel down. Slide your hands down the backs of your legs and fold. Stepping back, hands, knees. Put your elbows down, look forward. Rise to hands and knees. And down dog, look forward, knees bent, knees bent. Hands, knees, look forward. Elbows down, look forward. Hands, knees. Bent knee dog. Knees and elbows. Bent knee dog, looking forward. Work here, or keeping your knees off the floor, high plank. Bent knee dog, high plank. Elbows, bent knee dog. So we're simply beginning to work a little more heat and space through the shoulders, the upper back. Good. Knees wide, toes together. Fold in and be still. Tuck your toes, walk your feet to your hands. Body is ready. Hands to your hips. Standing tall. Turn your palms to face forward. Wrap your shoulder blades back behind you. Free the neck, dropping the shoulders. Keep the arms in this pose, but turn the palms towards your body. Make fists. Reach the knuckles to the floor. A whisper of ha. The pump of the belly, keep that. Close the mouth, out the nose. Begin to lift your chin. Reach your knuckles down, your heels down, your chin up. Your breath is steady. Little at a time. Just explore. Where can you go? Keeping the back of the neck long. Shoulders down. Body even stronger. You are firm and clear. Chin exploring its way up. Five, four, three, inhale. Tuck your chin, hold the breath, hold the fist. And as you exhale, release the hands and the chin. Notice the sensation through the brain And in particular, at the very middle of your brain, the very middle of your head, the midbrain, the pineal gland. Folding down, step your feet back. And just take your time. Downward facing dog. Knees soft, arms extended, back of the neck is long. Close your eyes, long, steady breathing. The base of your thumbs anchor into the floor. The inner wrists roll in. The outer arms, the upper arms, the outer upper arms roll back. As though rolling your armpits towards your heart. As though rolling your thumbs into the floor. And from there, lengthen through the hips. Let the knees be soft and drop your head. Long, deep breathing. Notice where you're resting, falling into the joints, and instead press down, press away to lift out of the joints, to make a little more space, a little more ease. Bend the knees. The heels may rise. There's a buoyancy in the legs. If you need to, knees to the floor. Walk your hands forward and be in half dog. Ten seconds. Imagining your capability. Imagining your capability. Seeing it through. It's the work of the mind, the work of the will, the work of the intention. Fortify yourself. Step your right foot outside of your right hand. Put your left knee down. Turn your right toes out. Put a block beneath your left hand. And your right hand to the middle of your right thigh. Send it away. And as you do, imagine that your hips and your pubic bone in particular are being drawn forward, and find a bit of a back bend. The navel lengthens, the heart to lift. Work here, or turn your right toes square to the front and reach your right hand back. This is an option, or hold the outer foot. Finding the back bend, opening the collarbones. For 3, long, deep breathing. Building your intention, building your will, building your imagination, so that you're imagining, yes, this is possible, and then you are experiencing, yes, this is possible. You realize how potent your mind is. Right hand down, step back, down dog. Swami Rama writes, all experience begins in the imagination. If we could only train it better. Step the left foot up. Then all our experiences would be sublime. Right hand on the right block. Left toes turn out. Left hand on left thigh. Open the left inner hip. Let your hips come forward. Let your hips come forward. Let your navel open lengthwise. Finding the back bend through the heart, the space under the throat. The right hip opens. Left hand high or back. Turning your left toes forward. Catch the right foot. All options. Build the back bend, build your breath, close your eyes. Imagine your capability. Feel the breath, feel the space within you the breath is creating. The lift of the heart, the lift of the chin, the lift of the crown of your head. A breath at a time. Ajna, this place of mastery, this place of command. I choose, I choose. A breath at a time, one more. And the left hand down. And step back to down dog. Notice the front body long, the back body long. All the tension out on your exhale. Fold your blanket aside. Walk your feet to your hands. Sit down, lie back, turn your palms open. There may be a slight tremble in your legs or in your body. This is good. Lift your head, shoulders, look between your legs. Reach your hands forward, your palms open. If you need support, hold the backs of your thighs. Find a whisper of ha. Keep the breath, close your mouth, out the nose. This might be your work, fantastic. Or right hand, right shin, left leg long. Still building into our stretch pose. If you want to work the full posture, both legs, both hands, the whole time. Five, four, three, two, keep the breath. Left knee in, right leg long. Reach into the ball of your right foot. Reach into the fingertips of your right hand. Anchor the navel. Both knees. Hands forward, legs forward. Imagining your capability, creating command, creating mastery. If you're going to collapse, catch your knees instead of falling to the floor. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Knees to chest, head, shoulders down. And feet flat. Turn your palms open. What if a step at a time we could physically disperse a sense of unworthiness, of inadequacy? Roll up. Knees down. Block between your heels. Hands to thighs. Hips forward and back. Crown of your head stays steady. Loosen. Come undone. Step out of the limitation you're familiar with. Let your body change. Let yourself directly experience your own malleability. Reimagine what you see, what's ahead of you. Reimagine what you see in your past. You are a visionary, and this vision is requested and necessary right now. These practices were handed for this moment. 3, 2, 1. Pause tall. Inhale, chin up. 3 more sips. Heart up, chin in, pause. Bring your attention up the spine, a beam of light to the midbrain. Pausing, chin up, breath out. Pause and notice. Awareness. Imagine light in your brain. Imagine all its functions lit, vital, supporting you, healing you, responding to each circumstance with such precision. Keep that light in the brain. Keep that light in the forehead center. You'll take your block, set it out in front, arms out, rest your forehead on that block, elbows down for support if you choose. If child's pose is not correct for your body, walk your legs back. Put the blanket under the forehead, the full prostration that we began with. Or the full pose, the knees are together, the forehead center to the floor, the hands back, the hands to heels. Wherever you are, you have rested that lit forehead center, grounding it into the floor. That we could remove all its static, all its questions, all its doubt, and feel a new picture resolve itself within us of clarity and light and unification. My light is the same as your light. We share this world. We come back together. Melting a little more, melting across the base of your skull, the tops of your shoulders, relaxing your arms into the floor. Letting your breath deepen, letting your belly soften. very gracefully unfolding to set anything on your mat aside. To belly down, palms beside you. Legs out long, shake out your feet side to side, your hips side to side. Left arm out in front, roll to the left, bend your right knee, roll it open. And then rolling belly down, rising up. And right arm out, rolling right. And back to center. You are rolling side to side. Some days I'm frisky and fast. Today wants a different pace. So listen, how's your body want to move? All the ways that the weight of your body can roll through the surface, through the belly and the abdomen and the sides and the hips. One more. And roll right over onto your back. Let your feet shake out side to side. Your knees shake out up and down. The wag of the tail, the palms are open. Let your teeth separate. The jaw is soft. The tip of your tongue rests behind your two front teeth where they meet the palate of your mouth. On an exhale, imagine scanning down the breath out through the soles of your feet. On the inhale from the feet, drawing light and energy up to the midbrain. On the exhale, all the way out and down. Use your mind's eye, see and feel inside of yourself. See and feel what is unseen to the rest of the world. You are a visionary. Start in your own body. On the exhale, soften your body. On the inhale, be nourished, be replenished. Release the effort, the breath, the technique, the thought, and rest your consciousness, your intention, your will. Be effortless. And staying that effortless, very lightly return to the technique. On the inhale, sweeping energy up from your feet to your head. Exhaling all the way back out. Take your hands overhead, reaching out. Move your feet, your knees, walk your feet in. Hands to shins. Rolling to a seat. Legs crossed, heart high. Pause your playlist. Sitting tall. Any adjustment as you land, a little fidget. To balance your heart over your seat, your head over your heart, and your eyes closed. Again, turning your attention to see inward, to see the unseen. See the breath move through your nostrils up to the center of the forehead, a stream of light, two beams meeting at a point. And from that forehead center, from that point, they return back out the nostrils, two streams of light. See these streams in your mind. Follow the breath without changing the breath. From both nostrils up to the forehead center, a point of light. From the forehead center back down and out through the nostrils, 2 lines of light. Just gently gathering your attention into these streams. And then just one, your attention to the left nostril, inhaling from there up to the third eye center. And from the third eye center down and out to the right. In the right, a stream of light to the third eye center, and a stream of light out to the left. In and up, out and down. Keep alternating sides. And in left, out right, in right, out left is 1. And just start at 10. And on your exhale out the left, that would take you to 9. So each time you exhale out the left, go down 1, from 10 to 1. And as you reach 1, just release the technique and pause, feeling the sensation of light and awareness resting in the forehead center. In this space, remembering, bringing to mind, bringing to this space, this energy, the power that's here, You are a visionary. You have seen your life into existence right from here. Everything you have done, everything you possess, all the relationships and experiences have started from here. Feel its power. Feel its partnership with you, that this force that moves through you is with you, on your side, in your care, and under your command. We are not lost in our lives. This energy is waiting for us, seeing us through, ready for the next moment of clarity to show us our direction. We are visionaries. Give yourself the hint of a smile. Let your vision be as simple as your smile. I am this. I am this light. I am this vision. I am this power. And this is the same light, vision, and power of all things. I am one and I am all. We are all. Sweep wide, reach high, gather it in. Palms together, thumbs to that forehead center. I bow to this. Sat Nam. 8 count Sat, 2 count Nam. Inhale. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. I bow to the truth of all that I am, of all that we are. I am this. Happy Blue Moon Sunday, or whenever you replay, whenever you experience, whenever you enjoy. Take your time. The sequence of our vinyasa yesterday was really these great circles all through the postures, creating freedom through the neck, the throat, the skull, just as we did for Vishuddha, but bringing it further up through our inversions. This is a powerful place, and it's the place where we truly do envision, I can do that or I can't. So keep feeling what you're capable of. Make that vision direct experience, and it will become memory as that direct experience. I will be back next Sunday. The schedule for the week is Tuesday at noon and Thursday at noon, and the vinyasas on Saturday morning. All of it available for replay. The teaching for Soul Soil goes out today, so if you want to be a part of that, let me know. Had the most wonderful conversations with people. If you're interested in ownership, I speak with each person in full, probably an hour each, if not more. And the question is, why do we gather in these 3 weekends for this time together? And we gather to come together, to practice, to remember. And when we practice together, the frequency that we share is stronger. We come together to know more fully, to understand, because as I understand, you could think of the placebo effect as an act of understanding. I understand this tablet will remove my migraine. Being the powerful visionary that I am, I take the power of that migraine reduction, and I imbue it into the tablet, and I allow my body to respond. So if I work with you and I explain this is the depth of what we are doing, you take that knowledge in and your practice grows because you know more. And we come together in those intensive weekends to honor the change we are each making and to honor the collective aspect that I am not only changing me, that you are not changing just you, that this is an act of reweaving, returning to the collective that we are. And once we do this, we can express our frequency so differently. My big hope is that you come away and you make new choices because you know something new of yourself. Maybe you change your job. Maybe you just go home and you hug your family a little more clearly. But there is something that you are shifting because of how you've practiced, what you know, and who you are now. That is ownership. MarthaMcAlpin.com/ownership for 3 weekends. There's in person, there's one spot, maybe one spot. Somebody's on the fence. And there's a Zoom version. So the dates and details are at MarthaMcAlpin.com/ownership. This is why we gather.